Hi everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I'm Peter, and this is Connor.
Hey guys.
We're going to talk about The Flash, Season 2, Episode 18. It's called Versus Zoom. Full spoilers, as always, on this show. You know, I'm a little... The explanation for the two J's has disappointed me a little bit.
It's a little underwhelming, wasn't it?
Like, it really... We were having all these insane theories about multiple Earths of J's, and J's here, J there. I still thought there was a good J somewhere in the middle, somewhere. And it just turned out to be two versions of the same one.
Yeah, it's a little bit of time travel. Meh.
I love how at that point in this show, we're a little bit of time travel, just not that impressive.
I mean, it is a testament to the show as a whole that is the reaction, but
Yeah. That said, though, Jay acting like a smug, evil prick was actually quite good.
it was a lot of fun.
He was nailing that quite well. So props to him. But let's go back to the start. We've jumped ahead. I just wanted to
Yeah, get that out of the way, considering how much we hyped that in the last few reviews.
get that out of the way. Other minor disappointment kind of thing is, so clearly Barry goes to Supergirl at the start of the episode when he's testing his speed, because he sort of goes through the portal and then jumps through the portal again, and you can tell that in there. And when he comes in, he says, "Wait, how long was it going?" Because he clearly that's just happened.
Yeah.
I did think it was really weird. He never mentioned anything about it.
Yeah, that was really weird to me too. I thought he'd be gushing to Cisco and stuff at least.
Especially since they're talking about, oh, you can't get to another, you can't get to Earth 2 again. You think he would say, well, I just got to another Earth, so it's clearly possible. Like,
Yeah, it felt really weird.
I don't know. It makes me wonder if there was like a CW mandate saying you're not allowed to like dump all this in the audience if they've not been watching Supergirl or something. It feels very like that,
It does. It feels like it's come from higher up.
and they're not allowed to like talk about it too much, and it felt really unnatural as a result.
It was actually like noticeably jarring and took me out of the episode for a good
Yeah.
couple of minutes.
I even he didn't even need to mention it. You know what? All he needed to do was look as if he was all about to say it, and then decide not to, and then he could explain later why. Like when he eventually talks about it, he can explain why he decided not to. But he didn't even do that. He just the scene went on.
Pretended like it didn't happen almost. Like we saw him disappear and then come back, and then he was like, "How long was it gone?" Really confused looking, and they were like, "Barely any time. You were 4 times your speed," and he's like, "Cool, fuck you, Zoom."
It's like, just
What?
mention it. At least if he didn't mention it then, like yeah, a couple of scenes later, like pull Cisco aside. Right, by the way, there was this really hot chick in blue red S, like like
Yeah,
do something, gush about it.
let Cisco geek out at least.
Yeah, she's got a name, and her villains have all got names. You'd love it over there. You and Win would be like gay for
It
each
would.
other.
It probably would.
I mean, it just felt so weird that he didn't mention it.
It
So
really
weird.
did.
It's a shame because the episode for the most part was really good. It just that really just put me in a really kind of weird mood at the start. Not even a bad mood, just kind of like, all right, this feels off.
Yeah, that's how I felt for the first third maybe of the episode.
Yeah, weird, really, really weird. That said though, so the episode's all about Barry trying to get to Earth 2, and Wells takes the enhancer thing, the quantum thingamabob, and shrinks it so it goes behind his
Yeah,
logo and all that, and he gets
the
fast
tachyon
enough.
device.
Tachyon device, there you go, that's the word that I needed. And
I felt I'd help you out. You were struggling a bit there.
and Cisco vibes, has some good vibes, we'll say, and opens up the portal. Even though it takes some convincing because he's worried about going to the dark side, and we got about 10 minutes of Star Wars references.
Yeah, it's
in the middle of
complete
the
with midichlorians.
Yeah. You know, it made sense, it was in character, but it went on for a bit long for my liking.
Even for me, it kind of felt like it was a little bit too long.
It was like, middle class American Skywalker, I don't want to become Darth Vader. He succumbed to the dark. Like, there was like 10 key phrases from Star Wars all mentioned. In the
Yeah,
space of,
you
like,
could have cut that down to like 2 sentences quite easily,
Yeah.
and it would have still had the exact same point.
Sometimes less is more, I think, is
Yeah.
what we're saying. Yeah, I liked Wally being asked to live at the West House and all that, and Keystone City getting a nice few mentions. I thought was cool.
Wally in general has been a bit better recently, I find.
Yeah, ever since they get past this whole drag racing bollocks.
Yeah, definitely. Like in this episode, he was pretty good.
Yeah, as long as since the mum snuffed it, I feel like he's been on the rise.
Yeah, that is pretty much the turning point.
It was basically, oh, we have all this drama because we need to have drama. And we need to have conflict between
But
them.
now he's had his drama, he can just be a character.
Yeah, he could just be a character, and I'd be shocked if he didn't figure out Barry was the Flash, just based on the fact that everyone else he knows is in the room except Barry, and the Flash is there.
Yeah, it's definitely happening.
Yeah, so he should have figured that out. Hopefully he did. But we'll see. We'll see how the show plays it. So yeah, Zoom's we get obviously the flashback at the start, and we get other glimpses to the flashbacks. I did like the touch. In fact, I really liked the touch that instead of being struck by lightning when the collider went off, he was in the electric chair. I thought that was a really nice touch.
It was a really sadistic twist that kind of really worked for his character.
Yeah. That said, I really thought there was a good Jay somewhere.
You're disappointed?
I'm kind of disappointed that it's not more Jays everywhere kind of thing, because Barry flat out says, who's the guy in the iron mask, right? And now I was convinced it was Jay because of his reaction before, but now it's like, well, fucking could be Eddie from Earth 2.
The only one that makes sense to me really now is Henry Allen, as someone we know who's kind of been on the edge of the series.
Either him or Earth 2, someone we do know.
Yeah. But even then, Earth 2 people we know, there's not that many people left that it could have been. Eddie is one of them, granted, but...
How about this? Earth 2 Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
As in Thawne.
Yeah, that could have been one.
I don't know, I'm just... I don't know. Eddie from Earth 2 is the one that I'm kind of making sense to me right now, just because it just works. I kind of hope it isn't though. Because Iris has that whole thing in this episode where she's talking to Caitlin. She's like, "Oh, you've been looking at Barry differently." Oh, I'll be honest, I haven't really noticed that at all. That said, I did like her flat out acknowledging, yeah, on Earth 2 we're married. In the future, we're apparently married. Maybe I should just accept the fact that I'm going to have feelings for Barry at some point.
Yeah, but that was one of the scenes that makes me think maybe it is Eddie. That because that whole thing was about her having got over Eddie.
Yeah, and even
then we had was it last episode?
That was the last one, the one before that with the video and all that. Yeah.
So maybe that coming back around sort of thing.
It feels like they're teasing. They're sort of reminding us all that Eddie existed.
Yeah, because it'd been a while since I mentioned him before this.
It was. So, Earth 2 Eddie's the one that's making the most sense to me. But, I mean, they could throw a swerve, and it wouldn't surprise me if they did.
They could. They definitely could.
Someone else who we thought was dead or something?
I'm losing track, to be honest.
It's weird. I guess the reason why I was convinced there was still a good Jay is because from the comics there's a Jay Garrick, and he's a good guy. So I expected there to be a good Jay in the
you didn't expect them to twist it that much.
So the question I have now is, though, if his real name's actually Hunter Zolomon in all the Earths, then
where did he Jay Garrick at all? Yeah, like is it a fake name?
Yeah, did he steal the name from someone?
That guy in the Iron Mask could still be Jay Garrick, then.
The real Jay Garrick?
Yeah. Whose identity he's stolen.
Maybe.
But who would that be that would have an impact for us? Because you can't just say, oh, that is Jay Garrick. Otherwise there'd be no point in hiding his face.
True. I don't know.
No, me either.
It's weird. So Barry gives me speed to get Wally back, and seems like a piss poor idea all round, because now Zoom is like
however many times faster.
Yeah, he's like stronger than Superman at this point, basically.
Yeah.
Speed. And I don't know where this is going. I was expecting him to trick him. I was expecting the formula to actually drain him of his speed.
I was expecting that as well. Unless it's on a delay.
Yeah, unless there's some sort of swerve. But it takes Caitlin at the end, and that's the cliffhanger for next week, is that he's got Caitlin now, because in some deep, dark, twisted way, he does actually kind of have feelings for her.
Yeah. I suppose I buy that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, I think that's okay. Yeah, it was good. There was just a couple of weird things about this one that...
Yeah, it's the thing. It's a weird episode because I really liked Like it was good and solid throughout, and it was good stuff. But there was just a few things scattered throughout that made it feel off, that kind of tint the whole episode for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good moments, good emotional moments.
Like if you just described the plot, it would be a very good episode. But when you add in these few things that feel off here and there, it just kind of adds up to just a bit strange.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Also, I will conclude this review by saying that I don't know how anyone could watch Formula One. It is the most boring thing on the planet to watch on TV or in person. Or
Sure, it's gonna be worse in person because they just go past you and that's it. That's it.
right, okay, that's okay. 10 minutes till they pass back round.
Yeah, at least on TV you can follow it around.
Oh god. But yeah, that's this week's Flash. I have nothing, folks. It's kind of a weird episode. It was mostly good. There was a lot of good stuff, but a couple of weird things, and the way he glossed over the whole Supergirl thing was really strange and just felt off to me from a character perspective.
I wonder if that hadn't happened at the start of the episode, I'd have not felt so off for the rest of the episode. Because that kind of affected how I was viewing the rest of it.
Yeah, because
I started with this weird feeling.
Because the rest of the time I was sort of like, is he going to bring it up now? Is he going to bring it up? Because I kept thinking he was going to bring it up, especially when they kept talking about not being able to go to another Earth. I was like, bring it up! You just did it!
Yeah, exactly.
Nah,
it was weird.
I don't know. Alright, that's the Flash this week then. We actually have 5 more episodes. There's actually quite a nice little chunk of this left.
It's because they've had so many fucking breaks over the last 2 months.
So hopefully we get a nice, good, strong run for the rest of the season. So that's this week's Flash versus Zoom. Of course, let us know what you thought of the episode and your theories as to who the man in the Iron Mask is down below in the comments, and like and subscribe and all that jazz. It helps us out a lot. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.